this video is going to teach you how to build your urban track. The tools you're going to need are a 15mm wrench, a pedal wrench, your 4, 5, and 6mm Allen keys, some bike grease, an air pump that's compatible with Presta valve, scissors or clippers, and optionally a set of gloves. And if you're going to ride fixed gear, you need a lock ring and chain whip. First, you're going to cut and remove all the white straps off the box. Pop open the top of the lid, being careful if you see any staples, and carefully pull the bike out of the box. First, you want to cut the zip ties off your front wheel. You want to remove the cardboard and plastic off the wheel and set it aside. Now, cut the zip ties off your handlebars and remove the packaging material from the stem and handlebar, and turn the fork around so it's facing forward. Grab your 4mm Allen key and unscrew the 4 bolts from your stem faceplate. Now it's time to install the handlebar. Align the handlebar and place it in the stem. Next, make sure the brake levers on the handlebar are facing forward and the brake cables are crossed. Finally, use your 4mm Allen key to loosely tighten the stem onto the faceplate so it gently holds the bars. We'll finish this up later. Next, you're going to remove all the packing material off your front fork. So you're going to loosen the bolts on the side of the front wheel and place it into your fork. Be mindful that the wheel is centered into the fork, and you can use your brakes as reference. Now take your 15mm wrench and tighten the wheel. Now let's align your stem. While standing over your bike, take your 5mm Allen key and loosen both pinch bolts on the back side of the stem. Next, you're going to align the stem to the center of the front wheel. Finally, tighten the stem pinch bolts. Next, you're going to cut the string off the crank that's attached to the rear wheel. Now let's get the seat post installed. Now grab a small amount of bike grease and place it inside the seat tube, making sure to spread it around evenly. Any remaining grease that's on your hand or glove, you can place onto the seat post as well. Slide it in to your desired height and align the nose of the seat with the top tube. Now tighten the seat clamp with your 5mm Allen key. Now let's optimize the alignment of the brake pads. First, you're going to loosen the brake pads with your 4mm Allen key. Next, you're going to want to align the brake pad so that it's in line with your braking surface on your rim. Now squeeze the corresponding brake lever so that the brake pad is held into place. While squeezing the brake firm, tighten the brake pad with a 4mm Allen key. Now repeat this process on your brake pads, front and rear. Next, let's get those tires pumped up. First, remove your valve cap, then unscrew the Presta valve. Now insert your pump head onto the Presta valve and inflate between 90 and 100 psi. Now it's time to install your pedals. Grab your pedals out of your accessory box and remove the packaging material. Now lightly grease the threads on both pedals. Please take note that the pedals are marked R and L for right and left side. First, insert your right pedal with the R marked on it into the right side crank arm. For the right side, you're going to want to spin it clockwise, first starting with just your hand. After you get a few threads threaded in, you can take your pedal wrench and cinch it down the rest of the way, making sure not to over tighten. Now let's get onto the left side. Grab your left side pedal and repeat the process by spinning it counterclockwise. Now it's time to finish up your handlebars. Stand over your bike and then rotate them to a comfortable position for you. Finally, you're going to want to tighten the stem faceplate with your 4mm Allen key in an X-shaped pattern, ensuring an even gap remains between the stem and the faceplate on the top and bottom as you tighten. If you decide to ride your urban track as a fixed gear, here's how to tighten your rear cog. You're going to remove your rear wheel out of the frame and take your lock ring tool and remove the lock ring going clockwise. Now wrap your chain whip around the cog and remove it by going counterclockwise. Now take your bike grease and spread it over the threads on the hub, making sure to spread it evenly. Place grease on the cog's threads and thread it on by hand, then use your chain whip to fully tighten it. Now install your lock ring going counterclockwise with your hand at first, then using your lock ring tool to fully tighten it. And now just reinstall your rear wheel. Now you're all ready and set to go ride your brand new 6KU.